You've heard of Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and the oil-rich sands of the Middle East. But have you ever stopped to consider the economic might packed into the 13,972 square mile island in East Asia? What if I told you that Taiwan holds the keys to the world's technology and much, much more? Historical background. Located just 100 miles off the coast of China, Taiwan has been a focal point for various powers. Taiwan's history spans thousands of years, starting from the early days when it was home to 9 plains tribes. The island attracted explorers in search of sulfur, gold, and other natural resources. By the 15th century, Han Chinese began migrating across the Taiwan Strait, marking a significant demographic shift. The 17th century saw European powers like the Spanish and the Dutch attempting to colonize Taiwan, then known as Formosa. The Spanish invaded in 1626 and discovered sulfur in Yangmingshan, a mountain range overlooking Taipei. By the late 17th century, Ming loyalist Koxinga retreated to Taiwan, expelled the Dutch, and established ethnic Chinese control over the island. However, in 1683, Koxinga's forces were defeated by the Manchu Qing dynasty, and parts of Taiwan began to come under the control of the Qing Empire. The late 19th century was marked by the Sino-French War, where Chinese forces defeated French troops in battles in northeastern Taiwan. In 1885, Taiwan was designated as China's 22nd province by the Qing Empire. But this was short-lived, as Taiwan was ceded to Japan in 1895 after China lost the First Sino-Japanese War. The Japanese occupation lasted until 1945 and brought about significant changes, including attempts at cultural assimilation and modernization. After World War II, Taiwan was returned to Chinese control under the Republic of China, ROC, led by Chiang Kai-shek's Chinese Nationalist Party, KMT. The ROC lost the Chinese Civil War to the Communists in 1949 and retreated to Taiwan, marking the beginning of Taiwan's period of de facto political independence from mainland China. The 1950s saw the United States send the 7th Fleet to patrol the Taiwan Strait to deter Communist China from invading Taiwan. During this period, Taiwan remained under martial law. The ROC regime began allowing local elections, and aid from the US, along with successful land reform programs, helped solidify the ROC's government over Taiwan. After Chiang Kai-shek's death in 1975, his son Chiang Ching-kuo led Taiwan through a period of political, diplomatic, and economic transition, setting the stage for the island's remarkable turnaround. Industrial strategy. The 1980s marked a significant shift in Taiwan's economic strategy. The government began to lessen its role in the economy, allowing the privatization of many government-owned corporations. The move towards a more market-driven economy opened the doors to foreign investment and collaboration. Taiwan started co-investing with foreign companies, particularly in targeted sectors like technology and manufacturing. One of the most notable outcomes of this strategy was the rise of the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC. This company didn't just become Taiwan's largest exporter by chance. It was part of a well-thought-out plan involving co-investment with foreign companies. TSMC is a global leader in semiconductor manufacturing, but it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Taiwan's industrial diversity. The government has been proactive in attracting more students to study in fields like semiconductor research. This led to the launch of Taiwan Semiconductor Research Institute, TSRI, in January 2019. The TSRI collaborates with the American Semiconductor Academy, ASA, initiative to provide in-depth R&D and cross-training programs. But semiconductors aren't the whole story. Taiwan also has a strong presence in machinery, chemicals, and other advanced equipment. Companies like Media TEK, ASE Group, E-Tron, and Macronics contribute to the overall success of Taiwan's industrial ecosystem. Tax credits, immigration programs, STEM education subsidies, and investment incentives have been established to further bolster the industry. The government also supports champion industries and sectors with tax policy, subsidies, and increased R&D spending. Global significance. Taiwan's role in the global economy is far more significant than its small size would suggest. The island is a crucial player in international trade, with its export-focused economy accounting for an astounding 70% of its GDP. This isn't just about numbers, it's about the island's indispensable role in the global supply chain. Taiwan ranks 21st globally in terms of GDP, with a value of $585.8 billion. It has a GDP growth rate of 2.6% and a 5-year average growth rate of 2.4%. These figures indicate a stable and growing economy. The country also has a low unemployment rate of 3.7%, ranking it 54th globally. In terms of economic freedom, Taiwan scores 77.1, placing it 14th in the world. It also has a high score in the Property Rights Index, ranking 11th globally. Taiwan's industrial strengths are not just numbers on paper, they are a testament to the island's agility and adaptability in the global market. For instance, Taiwan holds a staggering 80% of the global market's shares in laptops and motherboards. This dominance isn't accidental. It's the result of a highly effective industrial supply chain that can quickly respond to market changes. But Taiwan's economic significance isn't confined to its borders or even the Indo-Pacific region. In 2021, Taiwan became the United States' largest trading partner, with bilateral trade in goods surpassing $100 billion US for the first time. Taiwan was also the United States' 8th largest goods trading partner in 2021, outranking markets such as India and Vietnam, with $113.9 billion in two-way goods trade. The island was also the United States' 6th largest agricultural export market in 2021, with exports totaling $3.9 billion. Taiwan has also been proactive in forming economic pacts to enhance its global role. For instance, it signed an Economic Cooperation Framework Agreement, ECFA, with China, which became effective in September 2009. This agreement has benefited Taiwan's bicycle, petrochemical, and machinery industries by removing tariffs on more than 500 products from Taiwan. Moreover, Taiwan is actively seeking economic cooperation agreements with other countries. It has initiated talks for a Trade and Investment Framework Agreement, TIFA, with the United States and is exploring a possible free trade agreement with the European Union. Such moves are part of Taiwan's strategy to mitigate challenges and boost its international competitiveness. Taiwan scores a 7.4 out of 10 on the Economics Explained National Leaderboard. It is a significant achievement given its small size and complex political status. The score is a composite measure that takes into account various economic indicators such as GDP, inflation rate, and unemployment rate. Taiwan's economy is also characterized by market-friendly policies, as evidenced by its high Business Freedom Index score of 93.9. It has a stable Fiscal Health Index of 91, ranking 53rd globally. The country also has a low inflation rate of 1.5%, which is beneficial for both consumers and businesses. Challenges and future. Taiwan's economic success is indeed noteworthy, but it's not without its hurdles. One of the major challenges is its heavy reliance on the semiconductor industry. Taiwan is a global leader in this sector, but this focus puts it at risk. If global demand for semiconductors drops or if competition intensifies, Taiwan's economy could take a hit. Taiwan also faces economic challenges due to its isolation from most international organizations. This limits its ability to engage in global trade agreements and benefit from international cooperation. Despite these challenges, Taiwan's economy grew by 3.0% in 2019 and is projected to have grown 2.5% in 2020. It has also managed to maintain low levels of unemployment and inflation, which is commendable. And lastly, despite its robust economy, Taiwan faces challenges in terms of income and corporate tax rates. It has a high income tax rate of 45%, ranking it 157th globally. The corporate tax rate is 20%, placing it at 49th in the world. These tax rates could potentially deter foreign investment and impact economic growth. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can bring more content like this. See you next time.